All right, welcome into another all signs reading. All signs, all houses. We're going to be looking at March the 15th through the 21st, and we'll go through each zodiac sign, starting with Pisces, all the way through to Aquarius, and hopefully pick up on the energies of this week for you, okay? All right, so let's start with Pisces here. Pisces and those watching for the 12th house for March the 15th through the 21st. What is the energy for Pisces and those watching for their 12th house? Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Pisces. Happy birthday to you. Okay, so Queen of Cups here. Ooh, interesting. You have a very difficult individual that it looks like you're dealing with here, Pisces. Could be a fire sign. This feels like maybe a belligerent person, volatile, angry, unpredictable kind of energy. Where to focus your attention is the Fool. It seems like whoever this is having quite an impact on your emotional state, your emotional body, your emotional health. Okay. What's the energy coming in this week, please? Okay, we have the Ace of Wands. The Emperor and the Wheel of Fortune. Okay, looks like there might be a window, an exit for you out of this situation or away from this person. Okay, I get that for someone. Let's look at this Queen of Cups. Show me the Queen of Cups, please, in the overall. King of Swords. Thought there was two cards there. King of Swords. I feel like you're seeing like something isn't good for me to be around here. This isn't healthy for me. And the Eight of Pentacles. This could be in the work environment for sure. Yeah, I feel like there's some sort of energy that you feel like is not conducive to who you are, to your emotions, to your mental, physical, emotional health. You might be putting a plan in place, or that could be something that's kind of coming up for you this week, where maybe you're trying to implement some sort of plan or you're brainstorming how to navigate this or what to do about this. Show me this King of Wands reversed in the challenge. Show me this King of Wands reversed in the challenge. The Four of Swords. This is interesting. This feels very specific. Eight of Swords. And the Wheel of Fortune. I'm getting like a more of a specific message. And again, this take it very generally. If this feels like it's your story, but this part doesn't resonate, just toss it, okay? For someone, I'm getting that there's somebody that's returning back to a work environment after some sort of leave. And there's some concern around this person coming in and disrupting maybe the cohesiveness that is formed in an environment, or it's like this person comes in and disrupts the energy somehow, is what I'm getting. Now, if that's not your situation here, if that's more of a specific message for someone, I do feel like you could be in this place of like, I've exhausted all of my resources or exhausted myself in trying to figure out how to change things in this situation. And I'm turning up empty here. At this point, it's on me to make a move, or it's on me to do something about it, is how this feels. Okay. Let's see the Fool. Show me the Fool, where the focus needs to be for Pisces and those watching for the 12th house. Thank you. We have the Tower reversed. The Chariot. Six of Cups and the Knight of Swords. Okay. Let me clarify this Tower real quick and the Six of Cups, and then I'll tell you what I'm seeing. Show me the Tower reverse. Thank you. Yeah. There's first off, there's a way that you can do this that isn't that's better suited for the situation. There's a way to handle this or a way to navigate from this. For some of you, I do feel like somebody needs to speak up about something. So that may if you feel like I can't be the one to say it, or I'm scared to say it, that could be a message for you. Show me the Six of Cups, please. Thank you. Interesting. I don't know if something changed with a person or if it's a whole different person, but I don't, if somebody's changed, I feel like at one point they weren't this way. In the beginning, maybe they weren't this way, but they've turned into something, you know, there's an energy that they've become, if you will. I do feel like you do need to focus on the path ahead and making a firm decision on which direction you're going to go. It's also important for you not to be repeating any past patterns. But I do get you can do this in a way that is not disruptive or is not destructive to your life. Okay. Show me this Ace of Wands here, what this week is bringing in, please. Page of Pentacles, Strength. Look at that. Two of Pentacles. Okay. That actually feels good to me, that Two of Pentacles. It doesn't feel negative. Page of Swords. Okay. You do have some sort of new opportunity that's going to be, maybe it's something that you think up. Maybe it's an idea of yours. But it feels more like there might be something that, if you can have patience with this, it could really turn into something good for you in a way where it might feel exciting, or it might feel very creative for you, or it feels like a new endeavor, a seed that you want to plant and watch grow. You could be looking at like what something has the potential to become. And so there could be, I just feel like there's consideration about the path that you're going to go down and how you're going to handle a situation here with a very difficult person. I feel like this person's belligerent. Or angry, volatile, unpredictable is the words that are coming to me. I feel like this is about you considering the things that you're going to cut out of your life this week. Maybe you're not doing it this week, but I think you're thinking about this. That brings some kind of difficulty or challenge into your energy. And I feel like you're evaluating how to handle that and whether you're going to free yourself from that or not. And I think there's another thing that, like, maybe something dawns on you and you're like, man, that is actually an opportunity that I could embark on, that I could invest in. There's something like that I think that comes up. It's not that you take the action or that anything like magically shows up on a silver platter. It feels more like something comes to you, or something maybe small kind of happens that sparks an awareness around something that has potential. Okay. All right, Pisces, I'm sending you guys a lot of love, and I'll see you next week. Take care. Hello, Aries. I hope all is well with you guys. We're here to take a look at the energies for you between March 15th and the 21st. You guys have been in a bit of emotional soup the last couple weeks. While working on something, it has seemed what's been coming through, at least the collective that I'm covering here. So, but let's see what wants to come through this week. Show me for Aries and those watching for their first house. What do we need to know? What is the overall energy of this week, please, for my Aries? The moon. Again, with the emotional soup here, huh? Okay. Show me the challenge, please, for my Aries and Aries placements, those watching for their first house, the star. Man, it seems like it's the same kind of storyline that's coming through. I don't know who I'm picking up on, but let me know if this is your story, Aries. Show me where the focus needs to be, please, for Aries. The Knight of Cups. I feel like there's something that you're feeling that you actually need to act on. I feel like something is really I'm getting emotional and I'm doing your reading. So I have no Aries except for whatever. I don't have a specific Aries placement in my chart. So it ain't me. Okay. Um and I've been picking this up. There's this emotional undertone in your life right now, and I feel like this is about you needing to act on that. To like even if it's to like relieve the pressure. Show me what's the energy coming into this week? To a choice. I've been seeing this for you. Okay. So I would go watch the last few I'll put them here at the end of the video. You might see two or three things pop up at the end of this video. It's been you guys that I've been telling this to for like the last couple weeks. Like Aries, I'll put this at the end of the video because it's all tied together. Okay. So I will you might see 3 videos pop up at the end of your video here. This if you're watching Aries in the all signs where I have them all together and it's timestamp, go to the very end. Okay, go to like where Pisces or no, Aquarius will be the last one. And go to like almost the end of the video and see what pops up on the screen. Okay, that's what I'm referring to. The cards that pop up. You may want to watch those. Okay. So you're going to have a decision to make. Show me this moon. Show me this moon energy. You're holding back emotions, Aries. That's never good. 5 of Wands, struggling with it. They're showing me like a top about to blow, like you shake up something and like it, you take the top off and it goes everywhere. That's what I'm seeing. You're also struggling with the fact that there actually is potential for something, or you're struggling with the fact that this is coming up, which is going to initiate some sort of change, I feel, and you have something in the works that it could disrupt. Show me that Page of Pentacles. Okay, I'm hearing stop in the name of love. Okay. But I'm also getting something about choosing. It's almost like you have a choice. You can do this and not be emotionally fulfilled, or you can be you could be emotionally filled but not have you could that didn't come out right. You could be emotionally fulfilled but not have this whatever this Page of Pentacles is about for you. But that's not true is what I'm seeing. I'm seeing that choosing emotional fulfillment gives you both. So just little sticky note. Okay, put that there. If it's yours, take it. Let's do the star here. Show me the star. What is the star here in the challenge, please? There's the Tower. This feels like something about this opens Pandora's box. Yeah, 3 of Wands. It makes it makes kind of like something about the future would be uncertain. Yeah, there's the 8 of Swords, and you can't seem to escape the thoughts around this. You've had a lot of Neptune is in your sign. That happened. Don't quote me on the date. I think it was January 26th that may have happened, or 23rd, 26th, one of those dates. And then you had February 13th, you had Saturn move into the sign of Aries out of Pisces. You have a lot going on in your sign. You have Chiron in Aries. So you're going through quite a bit here of also we had, I want to say disruption. You're going through some disruption. There's something disrupting your flow. And I feel like it's whatever this emotional soup is that you've been in. We also had on the 27th of February, we had Mars square Uranus. I wouldn't. Mars is your ruling planet, so I wouldn't be surprised. We also have it here. Okay, it's all. You also share that with Scorpio. It's Scorpio's original ruling planet, traditional ruling planet. Destructive energy. So I feel like there's fear around whether something has like it's almost like you're trying to bank on what you know is like a sure thing, but you're not fulfilled in some area of that. And again, I feel like it's emotional because I see that you're keeping your emotions to yourself. That is, I'm getting just a little side note here. Somebody's God stepping in and saying this is because this is how you've always done. You've always kept the emotions inside. Very interesting. This is what you learned as a child. And so it's a pattern that I'm picking up that's repeating here. I feel like it's gonna become so uncomfortable that you can't not address it. Show me this Knight of Cups. The Chariot. Three of Cups. I'm telling you, and the Seven of Wands. You're whatever it is that you feel that you have some sort of inkling or you have some sort of knowing that it is where you want to go. You're feeling again led. I feel emotionally that whatever this emotion is tied to, you feel pulled toward. I feel like you're not really sure how your approach to this would be received. Show me that Seven of Wands, please. Did I say Seven of Swords earlier? Y'all, Mercury retrograde. It just Nine of Wands and the Eight of Pentacles. It's like you want to know something for sure before you fully decide. So this might be about like trying to get your answers here, whatever that is for you, having to take some kind of action to find out. Show me the Chariot. Yeah. You need some information is what I'm getting. So that you can, I feel like, make a choice. Right now, it feels like a lot of uncertainty. I feel this, but I'm not sure about it. Or I feel this, I'm feeling this, and I feel pulled toward this direction, but this other thing is going to fall apart. I think you're looking at what could happen instead of actually what is going to happen because you can't see that. You can't see that down the road. The only way you're going to know it's step by step, and this is a path that is helping you to evolve spiritually. That's why it's challenging for you. Are you going to face the challenge, or are you going to I feel like I did a reading recently about the easy way out. Taking the easy way out. So I don't know that that's posted yet. At the time that I'm doing this anyway. I think it has. I'm not sure. I don't know that I titled it that either, so I can't recall what reading it was. If I can find it, I'll let everybody know. Show me this Two of Wands. Let's see about this. The energy coming into the week. Two of Wands. I feel like you need some answers to something, and I feel like the only way you're going to do that is to act on it instead of like to make the attempt at finding out the answer or getting some answers to maybe why you're feeling how you're feeling. It feels like you need some answers. It might involve some kind of coming back together, a reconciliation, a celebration of some kind, making amends possibly. I'm getting that too. Four of Cups. This feels like you telling yourself, like, I don't know if I can continue down this road, even though it might be stable, if I'm not fulfilled, if I don't feel fulfilled emotionally. It feels like you've kind of shut the door to that and just like you shut the door to this idea of not feeling 100% fulfilled by something in your life. And that's kind of like shriveled up is what they're kind of showing me. They're showing me like a raisin type energy. And Two of Swords. I think you're struggling around having to make some kind of decision here. There's the Five of Cups. You're afraid of some kind of regrets. I'm hearing a do-over. I'm not sure. That seems specific. I see King of Cups, Scorpio, water sign energy here. Something maybe that you're thinking about that you have regrets about. Maybe it's a person. Regrets, or you feel the sense of loss. Maybe you feel an energy of like separation, or I'm hearing line of demarcation. I'm hearing demarcation specifically. I think you're contemplating a lot about, maybe you feel alone in a relationship, or maybe you feel sadness about something in your life. Maybe you miss someone being a part of your life. There's something about that. I think it's going to vary, but that's what I'm seeing. Okay, Aries. All right, that was a little longer than I expected, but it feels like you needed it. So go check those other readings out, okay? At the end of this, I'll put them there for you. All right, I'm sending you a lot of love, guys. Take care. Hello, Taurus. This is your energy reading for March the 15th through the 21st. This is for Taurus and those watching for their second house. Let's see what message wants to come through for you. Show me for Taurus and or those watching for Taurus placements and their second house. Or their second house. Excuse me. Show me the overall energy, please, of Taurus. Thank you. All right, King of Wands. All right. Show me the challenge, please. The Eight of Cups. Show me where the focus needs to be. The Ace of Swords. Okay. And where does what energy is coming in this week for Taurus? What energy is coming in this week, please? The Six of Pentacles. I wonder if you're considering investing in something here. All right, let's see this King of Wands. Let's see this King of Wands. All right, Two of Swords. You've been interesting. Death. And the Two of Pentacles. I feel like you've been considering something, or you are considering something this week. It may have, I'm seeing Scorpio, that can have something to do with debts, taxes, shared resources, that kind of thing. Otherwise, this could be something like this would be it may have the potential to change something drastically. Interesting. I just see that where you have not been willing, you might be, maybe it's not that you've not been willing, maybe you've been waiting to see a change. Okay, it could be that. Before you do anything. But now I feel like there's maybe consideration of taking some kind of action or doing something. You might be inspired to do that. Okay. This may pertain to another person I'm picking up. But we'll see. We'll see this Eight of Cups here. Show me the Eight of Cups in the challenge. Now the Eight of Cups can, it can be walking. It's basically this person is going into the mountains here to become a hermit. Whatever they're walking away from in this card is there's still emotion tied to that. So I'm not sure what that is. We'll see. Show me this Eight of Cups. Six of Swords. So there is some sort of challenge of like movement away, distance, something like that. Emotional distance, maybe. Page of Cups. And the Four of Swords. Show me the Six of Swords. Thank you. Show me this Page of Cups. The Five of Pentacles. Ace of Pentacles. This feels like you giving someone like a fresh start is what this feels like. Or assisting someone with some kind of fresh start. Maybe it's your own self here, okay? But it feels like maybe It feels like it might be somebody younger. You might have been considering, like, what to do. I'm getting concern around, I'm hearing someone's ability. I don't know what that has to do with Taurus, but feels like you've been waiting to see some sort of change before you're making, a judgment call or a decision when it as it pertains to someone else. Now, 5 of Pentacles can be like, financial something about finances always comes through in your readings, which I'm not surprised. You rule the 2nd house. We're looking at 2nd house here as well, so, um, so this is like values and money, and I feel like maybe you've been waiting to see if something was gonna stabilize. I feel like you want to help heal something here. You want to help stabilize something? You want to assist in some way? Show me this Ace of Swords. Show me the Ace of Swords here and where the focus needs to be. All right, we have the 4 of Pentacles. The Empress. I feel like you're saying something about holding off. Hold off. You have a knowing about something here? 2 of Cups and the Ace of Cups. Show me this 4 of Pentacles. Yeah, I feel like you're saying hold off because you see the potential for something that maybe someone else can't see. This feels, I don't know, this might be a specific message for somebody. It might feel very personal for one of my Taurus out there. So, but I'm getting there's being something here about you being able to see something that someone else can't see. And it feels like they might be, maybe you're thinking about doing something, or this person's thinking about doing something and you're advising. And you like, it's almost like you foresee something, like don't sign this contract yet, or, you know, that kind of thing, or don't wait for this. There's something like that I'm picking up. I don't know exactly what it is. I think it's going to vary if this resonates for you. So if it resonates for many of you. 6 of Pentacles here. Yeah, there's something about a contract I'm seeing. Some kind of contract, maybe installments on something, payment on something. 9 of Wands. You're hoping you don't regret it. I'm not laughing at you. I get it. It's something like you're hoping like it doesn't. I feel like it helps heal something for someone that you care about. And the 7 of Wands. The Sun. Look at you. Look at you. You're making something happen. Look at that 10 of Pentacles. That makes me want to cry. That is so beautiful, Taurus. I feel like this is just I feel like this is out of the goodness of your heart. You want to see somebody do well. You want to make something happen for someone. You've been maybe waiting to see what this person was going to do, or, you know, what changed. That could be, again, what that Death card could be. I do see Scorpio energy here. We see Taurus, Libra, Pisces, more Taurus, Leo, Aries, Gemini, Virgo. This feels like you doing something out of the goodness of your heart to help somebody here, because you genuinely want to see them do well. That's what it feels. Okay. Taurus, I'm going to leave this here. I hope this reading was helpful. I'm sending you a lot of love, and I'll see you next week. Take care. Hello, Gemini, my gem and the misfits. I hope you guys are doing well. This is going to be your energy reading for March the 15th through the 21st. Let's see what wants to come through for you for Gemini and those watching for their third house. Show me for Gemini and those watching for their third house, please. What is the overall energy of the week? Thank you. 4 of Wands. Okay. I could be looking at some kind of real estate for some of you. Maybe homes, places to live, possibly. Show me the challenge. Judgment. Making a decision on this, looks like. Show me where the focus needs to be. The Ace of Cups. You're going to want to love it, is what I'm getting. This must be you. This might mean something big for you. This might be significant for you. It could just be you choosing like which direction on something here is stable for you. Show me what this week is bringing in. A little uncertainty here. I do see that with Judgment too, though, in the challenge. Okay, so let's see this 4 of Wands then. Show me the 4 of Wands, please, for Gemini. What is this? 3 of Pentacles. Yeah. That's what it looks like. 8 of Cups. Yeah. This might be everybody needing to be on the same page here. I will say we're in Mercury retrograde, so FYI, if you are signing any I hold off if you can, but if you are getting involved in any sort of contracts or anything like that, you might want to just read over the fine print, go through it with a fine-tooth comb before signing anything. Okay, now there might be something about everybody not necessarily being on the same page. Maybe somebody can't make up their mind. Maybe this is you, Gemini. Of 2 minds. Okay, maybe you're not sure. All right, so let's see this Judgment energy then. Show me Judgment. Oh, all of these flipped here. Okay, so Judgment here. The Sun. You feel like you might be missing something, like you're not seeing something clearly. I feel like you're very worried about that here. 8 of Swords and the 7 of Pentacles. I think you're concerned about investing in something. That's the challenge. And making a decision about whatever this investment is. It feels like it involves a contract, maybe other people or another person. Child could be involved here as well with the Sun. I feel like you may be like, there might be this Moon. Okay, there's something about the uncertainty that maybe you're not seeing everything, or something's being hidden, or something of that nature. Okay. That's what I'm getting. All right, show me this Ace of Cups. Show me the Ace of Cups. You want to know that you have. I'm hearing play devil's advocate, okay, to get your answers. It's like you want to know everything down to the last minutia. Okay, the last detail. Like, show me. Okay, so this is a big week, it looks like, for you. Okay, show me this Ace of Cups. Show me the Ace of Cups. 10 of Cups. This might, maybe families involved here, but again, this could be about like happiness, home, hearth, that kind of thing. Jupiter did station direct in Cancer. If you're not a member and you're not reading the astrological forecast that I put out, that might be beneficial for you. This isn't like trying to funnel you into the membership. I'm just saying, like, we do go over each element and zodiac sign in those. And I feel like I recently picked up something about this for you. But anyway, so there might be a lot of emotions around this. I feel like this might be It almost feels like a gift of some kind, a gift to yourself, a gift to someone. Let me see here. You're a little uncertain about maybe the financials of it or the physical nature of this. I don't know. I just heard location as well. Show me more about that 10 of Cups. This is like I feel like this is a gift or support, something you want to give. Show me the 7 of Cups. Death. Okay, I see Scorpio here again. Shared resources, finances, possibly. Debts, taxes, that sort of thing. There's something with the Taurus here. I feel like there's something financially that you're not super certain about. This could be something, maybe you're doing this for your family, for your home. Page of Wands. Give me a little more on that. Feelings, something there. The Wheel of Fortune. 5 of Pentacles. You want to, there's something here about wanting to make sure that you're not losing anything if you open yourself up to this before you take some kind of action here, before you move in a certain direction. So let me see this Moon. This feels like ironing out the kinks or figuring out the details that you don't have, getting the information. Show me the Moon. 6 of Cups. The Lovers. Wow. Strength. 6 of Swords. 10 of Swords. This is either you want to, you don't want to feel uncertain. And I feel like when you feel uncertain, maybe you could clam up, or you could, not feel secure in it. This almost feels like that might be an issue for you. Like maybe this has been like a pattern. I don't necessarily get that, but I feel like there is something there about like clamming up listen, Gemini, you're of two minds, right? You are the devil's advocate. You play devil's advocate with yourself. And so I feel like with all this uncertainty here, this is about like persevering through the uncertainty, getting the answers that you need instead of retracting yourself from it. Does that make sense? That's what I'm getting. So there's something that I feel like is kind of on the table here. And again, could have something to do with real estate. Maybe this is about signing any sort of contract. Again, go through that with a fine-tooth comb, okay? All the ins and outs of what's required here. And I feel like having those answers, because I do feel like you want to do this, but having all the answers to the things that you don't know are going to be extremely significant in your ability to be of sound mind when you are signing off on something or whatever this is for you. Okay. Gemini, I hope that this was helpful. I'm sending you guys a lot of love. I will see you next week. Hopefully throughout the week too. All right. Take good care. Hello, Cancer, my loves. Welcome in. This is your energy reading for March the 15th through the 21st. You just had Uranus. No, I keep saying Uranus. You just had Jupiter. You just had Jupiter stationed direct in Cancer. So I'm curious what's going to come out in your reading. Let's see. So this is for Cancer and those watching for their 4th house, or if you're watching for like your home environment, okay? Maybe mother, end of life affairs even. All right, so we have the Lovers. Show me the challenge, please. 3 of, you and another person might not be on the same page about something. We'll see. Page of Swords, where your focus needs to be, and communication for sure. Okay, show me what this week is bringing in, please. Ooh, okay. Ace of Wands, nice. Okay. All right, well, let's get into it. Show me the Lovers for my Cancerians and or those watching for their 2nd house or Cancerian placements here. 6 of Wands. Tower. Why do I'm getting something like something feels like it magically works out. Two of Cups. It could be that something really shows up on the scene and wows you. If you're single or like you could meet a person that's very significant to you. Okay. If that's something that you're trying to manifest in your life, I'll put it that way. Or you have, okay. It could be like there could be a wow factor with it. Show me a little bit more about this tower. Okay. It doesn't have to be, this is about another person. It doesn't have to be that. Show me the lovers with the tower here. What is this? Teak, I'm going to need you to go lay down, sir. Six of Cups. I feel like this almost feels like a blast from the past or something unexpected. Maybe this could be even like maybe a memory that you have of something. Or it could be like a blast from the past. That's how it feels. Okay, so I'm going to run with that because I'm getting that pretty strongly. It feels like a blast from the past. Or something feels very familiar and you didn't expect it to show up. That's some pretty potent energy there. Pretty potent. You have the lovers with the tower, okay? Six of Wands and the Two of Cups. Maybe an earth sign, Capricorn possibly. Maybe Taurus. Just give me a moment. Yeah, I'm getting like flash from the past. Now this could just be a memory of something. Or a realization about something, but I got to say it feels more physical than that. Show me the Three of Pentacles here in the challenge. What is the Three of Pentacles? Seven of Swords. Four of Wands. Ooh. Somebody has a decision to make about something else here is what I'm getting. There's something that's pre-existing. Like this could be maybe you're married or somebody here is married. There's something that's pre-existing. There would be some kind of shadiness involved if things were to go further or transpire between the two of you. Okay. There's something else involved. There would be having to be some kind of, take it as you will. There would have to be some kind of like sneaking around. That is the challenge. There's something already in existence is what I'm getting. And there would have to be a decision made on that. Okay. Let's look at this Page of Swords here. Where Cancer should focus their energy, please. Communication. This could be even, I'm getting like asking questions. Show me this Page of Swords. Maybe this is, yeah. Hierophant. Shush. Shh. Teak's wanting to be active during your reading. We have the High Priestess. Yeah, see, there'd be some secretive communication here is what I'm getting. Why are you saying to focus on this? Something's risky. This could be about limiting the world. What? I almost feel like you're being prodded toward this. Is okay, just clarify that for me. Is this something that you are, this would be confirming your intuition? Okay, don't make a decision based off this. Are you telling me that this is something that they should move toward? Nine of Wands. Somebody's going to end up hurt here, I feel. But it doesn't have to be that way. King of Swords. I feel like this is more about having boundaries until maybe a decision is made or keeping things light. This could also be like you're finding out something and maybe you're finding out like, I don't know, maybe somebody's finding out that you're like married. But I feel like we're looking more at your energy here as far as like you might feel bummed that somebody else is otherwise committed or something's pre-existing. This could really gin up some memories or some nostalgia for you. So I'm getting that your focus should be on listening to your intuition when communicating. This is I do see it as a reconnection, but I think it's going to be, something that you need to handle very carefully because of a pre-existing situation. So like maybe we don't have certain types of conversations, maybe we don't talk like that until I don't know. I see talking, I see communicating, I see something else that we need to adhere to our intuitive guidance on because there is something risky here. Is this something that maybe we need to keep uh we need to keep the lid on? Not I don't mean by like hiding it. I actually mean by like not opening this up again, okay? Show me more about that. I feel like this is more about boundaries. The 7 of Wands is here. Show me this world. 3 of Wands. This almost feels like it's opening the door for potential so that somebody doesn't end up hurt here. That's what I'm getting. Like, I feel like you're actually being nudged toward this, or maybe you feel very drawn toward this, but something has to be handled properly, or it could be a major, like, kerfuffle. Okay. Show me this Ace of Wands. What this week's bringing in. I think somebody's showing up. I think, yeah, but it's like something about the timing is off. No, it's not off. It's actually perfect timing. But there's a circumstance that exists. Ten of Swords. I'm telling you, it feels like something would like need to end first. Yeah, something would need to end in order for this to happen. That may be like what you decide. That may be what this person decides. I don't know that it gets that far. It feels like this is like the door opening to something. Like you have a run in this week or something like that, and it starts prompting all of these things to I feel like that's useful information that this starts ginning up some things within you and within this person, which tells me that this is like spirit's way of opening the door to something. But there's something in existence that needs proper handling. Okay. All right, my loves, that's what I have for you. I hope this reading was helpful to you. I'm sending you a lot of love, and I'll see you guys next week. Take care. Hello, Leo. Welcome in, my friends. I hope you guys are doing well. We're here to take a look at your energy for March 15th through the 21st. I hope all is well with each and every one of you. Let's dive in here and see what's going on for my Leos and those watching for their 5th house. Show me for my Leos and those watching for their 5th house, please. What is the overall energy here? Oof. Okay. All right. So we have the Tower. Show me the challenge, the blockage, please, at this time. What is the challenge, the blockage? Justice. Oof. For some of you, recently, I have been picking up and something maybe legal going on for you. Where your focus needs to be is the 7 of Swords. Okay, show me near future. 10 of Cups. All right, let's see what all is transpiring here. What is this Tower? Show me what this Tower is. Oof, sudden change. Okay. Could be in the work environment. It could also be in a group. Could be in a caregiving situation as well. Yeah, Pisces. There could be some uncertainty that's coming into the scene. It could be in somehow like a group situation or working as a team on something. This could be like a caregiver situation I'm getting. Okay. All right. Okay. Seems like a sudden change. Okay. Tell me about this wheel, though. Let me see about that. Page of Swords. It looks like it's coming by way of some sort of news or information. Okay. Show me this. Unexpectedly, it brings an energy of change. This doesn't have to be a bad thing. Okay. It's just sudden. Show me justice. Show me justice, please, in the challenge. Okay, the Hermit. I'm s- for someone, I feel like this is quickly having to draw up like a will, like somebody's health is deteriorating quickly. And the Fool, 3 of Cups. I don't know why I get that, but for um, something could have to be done very quickly. I don't feel like it's necessarily bad news, so I don't want to get you all ginned up if it's, it just feels very unexpected. It feels like maybe we have to make something legal quickly, or we have to something's going to become legal, like protected legally very quickly. It doesn't have to be that, but it's like I need to work quickly to bring something into balance here. Is It feels very sudden. All right, it feels like we have to work quickly. Maybe this is like we find out a baby's on the way and we're 3 months already. I don't know how you wouldn't know by then, but it happens, I guess. There's something like this, like something is quickly, we got to make changes quickly, is what I'm getting. Interesting. News or information is going to spark this. Hmm. There's going to be some fine details here. Okay. Perfecting something. Getting something just right. That's how it's coming through. I'm not sure what this is. Show me 7 of Swords here and where the focus needs to be. 4 of Wands. 6 of Wands. And the 6 of Cups. This is like, it feels like an energy like this. Like I'm going to put this person's name as the beneficiary to this because I don't want any issues if something were to happen to me. And um I don't know, maybe you're working on a will or something, but it's like you don't want any issues. You don't want there to be any issues. You want something to go a certain way. And it looks like, just in general, that you're trying to, because of this information or this news, you're quickly acting on this, trying to get something the way you want it, stabilized the way you want it, rooted the way you want it. Okay. It feels like legally binding in some way or fair in some way. You want something to be fair. Maybe as it stands right now, it wouldn't be fair. There's something like this. First, I don't know, maybe one of you might be working on some kind of law or bill or something like that that you want to get passed. It could be something like that. It feels like you getting out ahead of something to prevent any sort of potential for manipulation or anything like that. Show me this 10 of Cups. What's this 10 of Cups? I keep hearing the word rightful. So maybe I don't know, maybe it is a will. Maybe something needs to go to the rightful person. If that's the case, it could be like the real estate property, a house, if that is the case. All right, so check your other placements. Okay, if this feels too specific and like that's not my storyline, go check Sun, Moon, Rising. I advise your North Node, Venus. Okay, so Page of Wands, 8 of Pentacles, and the 2 of Wands. Show me that 8 of Pentacles, please. 4 of Swords. I don't know. For some of you, I feel like maybe there's news of health and somebody's like, maybe this is like a wake up call a bit and we're going to put something on paper. 2 of Wands. Thank you. 9 of, yeah. You want to have something secure is what I'm getting. You don't want there to be a lot of, I'm hearing ragamarole. You don't want there to be issues around something, but it's for a reason. And I don't want to be too specific on what that reason is, but for some of you, I feel like this could be like maybe you've gotten some news about your health and like it's been a wake up call. And like this means I need to take care of these things in my life. It doesn't mean like anybody's dying or anything like that, but I feel like something could be like a bit of a wake up call. Maybe somebody's been given a certain amount of time to live. Um, if this is not you doing this, this could be, maybe you're hearing about somebody's health. This could be somebody doing this on in your favor or putting you as a beneficiary to something. So you may not necessarily be aware of that. Now, I feel like there's like this relief of like I can focus on what's important to me instead of having to worry about all this other stuff. So yeah, while with like the time I have left or with the again, I'm not saying somebody's dying, but I feel like this could be somebody's story. So just take it more generally. Um, it could just be somebody's getting a bit of a wake up call that you know their health's maybe something's going on with their health. It doesn't have to be terminal or anything like that. But I'm getting like that could be a wake up call to somebody. Now, this might be in your favor if this isn't you. I'd be curious if there's somebody in your if this isn't you. I'd be curious that someone in your environment isn't doing this on your behalf and maybe not telling you about it. Maybe telling you about it. I don't know. But I keep getting something about like the rightful person, something that belongs to a person that should go to like the rightful person to it. I don't know, something like this. Okay. Maybe like your family farm that you've had for 200 years needs to go to a certain person, you know, that's part of the family or something like this. Okay. All right, Leo, I'm going to leave this here. I hope this was helpful. Check your other placements. This felt kind of specific. So I'll see you guys next week. Okay. Take care. All right, Virgo, welcome in. This is going to be your weekly reading for March the 15th through the 21st. I hope all is well with each and every one of you. Let's dive into your message here and see what's going on for Virgo and those watching for their 6th house. Show me the overall energy of the week. Okay. Oh, you got 2. All right, so 8 of Swords, 4 of Pentacles. There could be some sort of money concerns. Let's see the challenge, please. Thank you. Yeah, definitely. 5 of Pentacles. Okay, looks like there's some concern around finances, resources, this sort of thing. Not having enough to give. Show me where the focus needs to be. The 2 of Cups. Okay, there could be, you could need to be partnering with someone. Show me thank you. What this week is bringing in the 9 of Wands. I feel like there's frustration around a situation that involves resources and finances. Okay, so let's see what this 8 of Swords, this 4 of Pentacles is about here. Yeah, King of Pentacles. I feel like you don't have enough to give. Maybe you feel like you're not making enough at work here. All right, so that seems to be maybe I feel like you can't get it off your mind. Yeah, what am I going to do? How am I going to do it? Does this pertain to something specific? Okay. Okay. Family, maintaining a level of normalcy. Also, there could be fear of like losing a job. Show me this 5 of Pentacles in the challenge. What is this? Ace of Cups. I'm getting something about not being able to pay the bills with love. I don't know where that came from, but I don't know if somebody has said that or what. Okay, 2 of Pentacles. I'm going to have to say something to my son when he comes out of the shower, so I'm not going to pause it to do that. All right. Hey, honey. Can you check your phone? Because I sent you something. I need you to read it. Okay. Okay, so 2 of Pentacles here. Apologies, guys. And the Knight of Cups. For some of you, if you're not like single and maybe you're dating or whatever, you could feel kind of insecure about maybe something that's going on with your work, that maybe financially, this sort of thing. All right, so I do see where some of you, that's something that's going on. But the other thing that I'm picking up is it could be like hard to be in a certain mood when you have something going on that's very stressful. Um, and so this could be something that's impacting maybe the family or maybe a relationship that you're in. Um, I'm also getting that like something's not cutting it and you really feel like something has to change. Like you want to love what you're doing and maybe you don't love what you're doing. I see that there's something going on with like your work. I don't know, again, maybe you're at risk of like losing your job or layoff, or maybe things aren't like, maybe it's just not a good environment. Maybe you just don't love what you do. There's something like this. It could be maybe you feel like you're not being paid enough or what you are making isn't enough. Maybe it's not that you're not being paid enough. Maybe you just feel like it's not no longer meeting the criteria, or it's no longer meeting the needs here. Show me this Two of Pentacles, excuse me, Two of Cups. I wanna say I feel like, support is gonna be important here. Show me this Two of Cups, please. For Virgo and those watching for their 6th house. And what is this Two of Cups? 9 of Cups. I feel like if you are with somebody, you have a very supportive partner. If you're not, this could be about like the right person is going to understand like what you're going through. They may even be going through the same thing. Some of you, I get like you're dating, or maybe you feel like you can't date. There's some sort of insecurity like about that. Maybe you don't have enough to take somebody on a date or whatever. And maybe this is something that you don't want to share, like you're embarrassed by it or something. I'm picking that up too. I'm getting like a couple different, few different storylines, several actually. So just take whatever applies. I do feel like you need to focus on the good things in life and where you have support here, and that this too shall pass kind of thing. Okay. Show me this 9 of Wands. Show me the 9 of Wands. Thank you. Oof, the Tower. I want to say the Sun. The Emperor. Interesting. Wow. Virgo. Yeah. This doesn't feel, look at that. 10 of Pentacles. Holy cow. I'm impressed. Okay, I wasn't expecting that at all. In your frustration about what's going on in your life, I feel like you have something very unexpected that comes through, and something that you didn't see, but it liberates you, it frees you. It feels like it's going to be a yes for you. Yeah, look at that. There's the Empress. Maybe like if you're married, maybe a spouse lands like a promotion, and that kind of eases the tension that you might be feeling. Maybe your boss comes to you and says, "Hey, we've decided to create this new position, and we want you to be the one that is going to be carrying out this." It's something that you didn't expect to happen. You couldn't foresee it, and I feel like it's like a instant liberation from something that you're experiencing. Now, that can sound a little far-fetched given like this is like a week ahead kind of reading, but I wouldn't be surprised if at least some news comes through. Again, could come from a boss, could come from maybe some authority figure, maybe some authorities being lifted off of you. Okay. I would say that if this doesn't happen this week, this is going to happen sometime in Aries season. So just a heads up. Okay. All right, my loves. I'm sending you a lot of love. I'll see you guys in the next one. Take care. Hi, Libra. Welcome into your energy reading for March the 15th through the 21st. This is going to be for Libra and those watching for their 7th house. Libra placements, all that good stuff. Don't get hung up on the zodiac sign, okay? If you're watching for your houses, you'd watch all 12 anyway. So show me for Libra and those watching for their 7th house. What is the overall energy of the week? Thank you. Okay, Four of Wands, the challenge. Might be dealing with a marriage here for some of you. Of course, check your other placements. Should we have the Hierophant? I can't speak, man. Last couple days, Mercury retrograde's really been messing with me as far as my speech is concerned. Okay, so Hierophant, and we have the King of Cups here, and where your focus should be. The energy that's coming into the week here. We have the Ace of Cups. You know, this, I'm just going to say it. If you're in some sort of connection, it does feel like maybe your bond is deepening. Even if there's some sort of difficulty within your situation. Okay. That's just the first message I'm getting. I get messages when I get the foundation out, so they're usually more specific. Show me the Four of Wands here in the overall energy. Okay, we have the Queen of Pentacles. We have the Nine of Pentacles. Yeah, I'm getting like there being this home environment and there being somebody like you may feel like you might feel like roommates right now or something, or somebody's just kind of keeping their distance. Maybe they're doing things on their own. Six of Cups. Okay, there could be children involved. Otherwise, okay. Two of Swords. Yeah, I feel like somebody's keeping their distance in the home. Yeah, check your other placements if this doesn't resonate. This feels like a specific message. Like maybe there's like whoever this is, you know, they're tending to children. If there's children, or somebody's not acting like they did in the past. They are not as warm as maybe they once were. There's some distance if there's no children involved. Either way, I feel like there's some emotional distance here. Somebody keeping their distance. Okay, in a home environment. Show me this Hierophant, please, in the challenge. So this could be like a marriage. Yeah, I'm telling you, this is about marriage, family, that sort of thing. All right, so we have the Ten of Cups. Yep, it definitely is. We have the Empress. It looks like this, whoever the feminine is in the situation. And there's the Three of Cups. There could be an issue of somebody's friend group, okay? There could also be an issue of somebody not taking a commitment seriously, children, home, family, that sort of thing. That could have been like what started this, or that could be like the larger issue at hand here. I'm also getting that somebody wants to return to a way things were, okay? And that's not the way it is currently. But I feel like that's going to change. Let me see this King of Cups, where to focus the energy, because this might be on how like you're feeling, what your feelings are. Show me this King of Cups here and where the focus needs to be. The Four of Cups. The Three of Swords. There's some kind of resentment that's being harbored here. A disappointment that somebody felt hurt by. I feel like that needs to be shared. You might hear my son playing singing bowls. Just if you hear dings, that's what that is. And we have the Death card. That's when things changed is what I'm getting. When did things change? So we need to focus on when things change and what was going on during that time, the feelings. So I feel like somebody has some kind of resentment. If it's not resentment, there's some sort of disappointment that made somebody, it made them feel differently. It maybe made them see things differently, or see something, see you, or you saw them differently. There's something like this that's taken. I don't know who is who here. You could be the feminine or the masculine in the situation. But this is when things changed, and we need to focus on that, fixing that. Can you give me a little bit on whatever that is there? Well, somebody maybe did something stupid or said something stupid. Foolish. Okay. Maybe somebody was like very carefree. Somebody's mood has changed in the situation, and there's a reason for it. And we need to go back to what that reason is and discuss that. Okay, so let's see the Ace of Cups then, the energy coming into the week. Because this, it feels like maybe this gets addressed. Maybe somebody expresses their feelings here. There's the Knight of Cups. Okay. This could be somebody trying to be romantic. It almost feels like a bouquet of flowers. I'm hearing exotic. Exotic? Okay. The magician, yes. Somebody's trying to like sweeten the deal here. Be sweet. Somebody's trying to turn on the romance here, make somebody happy. There could be a gift involved. There's the masculine and the moon. This could be maybe a surprise that's being planned or something like that. Somebody's trying to do something to fix the situation. This might be a very grand apology too. Okay. All right, my loves, I'm going to leave this here. I will see you next week. Take good care. Hey, Scorpio, welcome into your energy reading for March the 15th through the 21st. I hope all is well wherever you are in the world. Let's dive into the message here and take a look at what's going on for Scorpio and those watching for their 8th house. Okay, we have the Two of Pentacles. This or that, I just heard. This or that. Okay, show me the challenge, please. Strength. Okay. There's just the initial message I'm getting here. For some of you, there could be something that you need to take your time with considering, okay? Show me where the focus needs to be, please. Thank you. The King of Pentacles. Okay. Show me near future. What the energy that's coming into this week, please. We have the Nine of Pentacles. Wow. Something might stabilize you more this week. Okay, let me see this Two of Pentacles then for Scorpio. Show me the Two of Pentacles. Okay, we have the Queen of Cups. The Six of Cups. I'm seeing a feminine energy be significant here, and the Sun. Wow. This could be like mother-child, caregiver energy. This feels like someone loving somebody considering something for the benefit of another, for the happiness of another. Tell me about this Queen of Cups. The Seven of Cups. I'm getting that I don't know who you are here. Okay. So maybe it'll come out in a minute, but I see somebody, this feels like nerves. Yeah. Page of Cups. Somebody trying to calm someone's nerves. That's how I'm getting. It feels like a nervous energy to me. I feel like this is somebody wanting to do something kind, caring, loving for another person here. Okay, show me strength here in the challenge. What is this? But yeah, remember when I said you need to take your time making some sort of decision? There is something that's being considered here. Show me more. The Page of Pentacles. You want to make a balanced decision, okay? Yeah, but I'm telling you, before you take action, there might be like this energy of you wanting to like jump the gun. It doesn't really even feel like jump the gun, even though it's just a very quick, like you want to make a decision quickly. You want something to happen quickly. There's something like that I feel like waiting, patience has been maybe a bit of an issue here. But I see, I'm seeing somebody do something kind for somebody. I don't know, somehow that plays a role in this decision. I'm not sure exactly what that is. What is this Lovers? The Six of Pentacles. I feel like this is, yeah, something about charity, something about support, something even about like a gift. I don't know where your role is in this. It's hard to tell. Let me see what this King of Pentacles has to say as far as where your focus needs to be. Death. Okay, so we have Taurus and Scorpio. So Taurus rules the second house. Scorpio, you rule the 8th house. That can be debts, taxes, shared resources. Okay. King of Pentacles can be our value system, our monies, our currency, our careers, how we make that money, the things that we value, the things that we put value in. So let me see. There's something about making a decision that incorporates everyone, whatever that means for you. I'm not sure what it could be family. Okay, certainly. 5 of Pentacles. The Knight of Swords. There might be a slight string attached to something here. What I'm picking up is maybe something needs to be done in a certain fashion, or something needs to be handled. Show me this death energy. The 8 of Pentacles. Interesting. Knight of Wands. See, again, with that, like, I want to move quickly. Something might need to be built up or worked toward here, for there to be some sort of change. Okay. And I feel like that's maybe that's what the stipulation is. Something needs to be worked toward. Something needs to be built up. I feel like there's something for the sake of family, or maybe family is involved in this. I do see a few indications where that could be the case here. I'm also seeing something about offering assistance, again, support, charity, something of this nature being involved with a person that's whose energy is showing up here. I just don't, again, I don't know where you fall in this. This could be you giving the charity or you receiving the charity. That's how this feels. Or the support, whatever it is. Yeah, so something needs to be worked toward to see some sort of change. Again, debts, taxes, resources could have something to do with that. Shared resources. There might be a little bit of a harshness that's spoken. I don't want you to take that personally. It feels like it's coming from a place of frustration. Maybe that frustration is warranted. So try to have some understanding if somebody says something to you that's a little harsh. Okay, show me this. Oop, 9 of Pentacles. 6 of Wands. Seven of Wands. And there's the Magician. There might be something like where a situation might be blocked for you, where until something becomes better, okay, whatever that is. Maybe you get a better job, or they get a better job, or what something has to become better or more successful before something can maybe come to fruition. I feel like there's a lesson here. I feel like there's something of a lesson here that's being learned. Okay. And in order to manifest a certain outcome, or to manifest a certain thing, there needs to be some level of a success in some area. And yeah, I feel like there's something going on around that, and also a decision that's being made in the process. Maybe that's what I'm getting. Okay. Scorpio, I'm going to leave this here. Let me know how that resonates for you, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Okay. Take care. Hello, Sagittarius. I hope all is well with each and every one of you. We're here to take a look at your energy for the week for March 15th through the 21st. Let's go ahead and dive in here. Show me for Sagittarius and those watching for their 9th house placement. What is it that we need to know? Okay. Who else had 2 cards come out? I think it was Virgo. Okay, so we have Strength and we have the 6 of Wands. Show me the challenge. What is the challenge this week here? The Ten of Cups been coming out a lot. Home and hearth. Jupiter just moved station direct in Cancer recently. So we have it was retrograde in Cancer, but now it's direct. And so you might be seeing energy of expansion. It may involve home, family, that sort of thing. All right. So 10 of Cups here in the challenge. Show me where the focus needs to be, please. There could be something with the family that is challenging here. We have the Page of Swords, and energy coming into the week is the Knight of Cups. Okay. Show me this Strength and Six of Wands. What is this about for Sag? Five of Swords. Don't like that. Yeah, there is something here about waiting to see, waiting for an outcome. Yeah, it's waiting really for information about the outcome of something, and it feels like the success or the victory of a situation or not. Okay, let's look at this 10 of Cups here. Show me the 10 of Cups, please. Thank you. All right, we have the Devil. The Lovers. And the Four of Swords. This may be, okay, potentially somebody's illness, but because of some kind, the illness would be because of someone's habits, maybe. Habits, something like that. Addictions, possibly. It could be that there's something's up in the air about a partner, a relationship. It might impact a family. Yeah, this could be maybe was a surgery successful, was a doctor's visit successful. It doesn't have to be health related. This could be like, did you get the promotion? There's something like this. There's been like this issue. I'm not sure what that is. Show me the Devil, but the success of this seems to heal that, is what I'm getting. Judgment. Yeah, somebody might have needed to address something that was an issue, an unhealthy trait, an addiction. Okay, I don't know exactly what that is, but something that the challenge of somebody outgrowing this or fixing this, really healing this, because the family or the relationship or both are in jeopardy because of it. But I'm also getting that there's something like there's some news that we're waiting on. Maybe this is even like a court situation. Okay. Like what's the verdict here? There's something like this. So let's look at the Page of Swords. Where to focus your attention here this week. Page of Swords. The Moon. The Hierophant. I feel like this is you making some kind of decision, reading the room. What are you willing to commit to? The Star. Like, even if, let's just hypothetically, even if something was successful, would you still want to commit to it? Even if you did get the promotion, do you really want that responsibility, that job? There's something like this. Is this really what I want? So I feel like you need to observe a situation. You need to like read the room. You need to observe your own energy, your emotions, and really figure out what you're willing to commit to, or what, gosh, it's all crooked. Sorry, guys. Or what you're really willing to commit to here. Is this really what you want? There's something about this needing to pay attention to what the desire actually is. Okay, show me this Knight of Cups. Not just because of this or that or an outcome, or I'll do this if that happens kind of thing. This is like, what do you really want? What are you willing to commit to? Like actual, you know? Okay, so the energy coming into the week here, we have the Knight of Cups, the Magician, the Eight of Pentacles. Oops. And the Knight of Pentacles. It feels like somebody says something to the effect of, no, I didn't get it this time, or no, it didn't go this well this time, but next time, I got it next time. There's something about a delay here, okay? And I feel like maybe this is the issue. Like maybe this is somebody falls back into drinking when they've been sober, and this person says something like, I'm not going to do it again. it seems like somebody like pushing something out, delaying something. I still got to work toward it. I'm still working on it kind of thing. But trying to be sweet in the process. And I feel like this is why you need to make the decision. I feel like this is kind of like the boy who cried wolf in a way. Okay. And I feel like are we going to go check on on the sheep now, or are we just going to ignore it because they did this last time kind of thing? So you need to figure out what you want to commit yourself to. So that might be coming up for you this week. Okay. I'm going to see you guys again next week. Until next time, take care. Hey, Capricorn, welcome into your energy reading for March 15th through the 21st. I hope you're doing well. Let's dive in here and see what's going on for you guys this week. Show me for Capricorn placements, and those watching for their 10th house. What is it that we need to know? Okay, we have the Empress. All right, what is the challenge here for this week? 3 of Pentacles. Show me where the focus needs to be this week, please. Oof. Okay, the Tower. Well, we'll see what that is. All right, show me what this week's bringing in here. We have the Star. You might have, at least what I'm seeing here, one of the best readings. So there might be just an initial message I'm getting here. This might be specific for someone. There might be some situation where you and another person aren't getting along, or you're not currently, okay? Not getting along, or just maybe there's some friction or some tension, not working well together, this sort of thing. That might result in an outcome that now we need to address. And but I feel like it's something that's going to be healed. So that's just a little initial message I get there. Let's go ahead and get deeper into this. Show me the Empress. The Hermit. Okay. You might be, this could be a mother-child situation. It doesn't have to be. It could be somebody maybe who treats you like a child. Okay. And the 9 of Wands. Yeah. There could be maybe with this Hermit, there could be some criticism from a person, or there could be like maybe somebody's always pessimistic, or you feel like they're always judging you. They always got an issue with you or something like this. This, again, could be a parent, or it could be somebody that like they come off like a parent, or they treat you like a child, or and I feel like this could be very frustrating. Or if this isn't a parent, this could be very triggering to something that comes from childhood. There could be something that this person is triggering. If that's the case, I feel like it's pessimism, like somebody wanting something to appear perfect or be perfect. This could be being very critical. So let's see what this 3 of Pentacles has to say then. Show me this 3 of Pentacles, please. King of Cups. The 4 of... Yeah, you'll notice that like there's some kind of restriction. What I mean by that is you might retract your energy when this person is being critical of you, or when you're having to work with them. Maybe you feel like you can't really shine because you're afraid that somebody's going to be critical. Okay, so it's hard to kind of get out of that energy. I think this is probably this is probably somebody in your environment that triggers something from childhood, where maybe a mother figure, it doesn't have to be someone, an elder, okay, matriarch, something like that, was very critical of you. Just bear with me a moment. Show me this King of Cups. Yeah, man. Somebody it's like they may not look anything like, I'm just going to use this because it's coming through, but this person may not look anything like your mother, okay? They may not have anything to do with your mother. They may not even know your mother. Maybe they are your mother. But I feel like whoever this is, maybe it's a spouse, okay? There's like this very similar energy between this person and a parent. I feel like it's your mother. It could be a father, but I gotta say, it feels more like the mother. And it triggers you. It makes you like want to like it feels very Cancerian, by the way. Like we want to retract. We want to kind of hide a turtleish, we want to hide in our shell. We want to not be seen by this person. Or we don't let our best self shine. We don't let our gifts shine, our expression shine, because we're afraid that we're going to be criticized for it, or it's not perfect. We're kind of not showing up the way somebody expects us to, or whatever. Okay. There's the perfectionism energy here and somebody being very critical, but you must know that if that was the case, especially in childhood, that it was really this person being critical of themselves. Now, if you, and I'm sure this isn't beyond you, but if you grasp that and you work with that, I feel like you're going to be healing a generational wound here. Maybe there's a person that you don't want to work with. Maybe you have to work on a project with this person, and man, this person treats you like a child, or they remind you of your mother. You see what I'm saying? Like there's something there. But if you actively work with this, it's showing up in your reality because it's something that needs to be purged, or something that needs to be addressed. Maybe if this is like a spouse or a parent, maybe this is something that needs to be addressed. Show me the tower here where the focus needs to be. Maybe this is addressing it. Show me this tower. Okay, we have the Lovers. Yeah, this could be maybe a spouse is like you're seeing like a parent, or maybe you don't like how they parent. Maybe you don't like how they talk to the kids, that kind of thing. Right, we have the Two of Swords. Yeah, I think this feels like you actually might be stopping this, or you're show me the Lovers. I feel like you're trying to, yeah, this might be like a marriage situation. Children involved, doesn't have to be children, but if this is a marriage, you might be asking yourself, like, what did I do? Did I make the wrong choice? I feel like this might be about addressing this, or you might have the realization that like this is triggering you, or this reminds you of this person, this situation, this scenario, this environment. Again, maybe that has something to do with your childhood. I feel like this is more coming up. I feel like you're going to see something differently. I keep hearing that you're going to put a stop to it, whatever that is. So, yep. Okay. So Wheel of Fortune. This is like remember when I said this is showing up for a reason? Feels like this is the reason. Okay. There might be something karmic here. This could be destiny that's involved, like a confrontation. I really feel like this is like, you're not going to do that anymore. You're not going to talk to me like that anymore. You're not going to, that kind of thing. You're not going to talk to the kids like that anymore. You're going to, whatever. This is like stopping it. However you do that, it's going to be different, I think, for all of you. But let me see this star. It is very healing, but it does feel very on some level. I'm not seeing the Five of Wands, but I do feel maybe for some of you there's a bit of a confrontation with this. That feels like what the Tower is. This could be like somebody's response to something. This could be somebody blowing up at somebody. By the way, we are shifting into Aries season this week. On the 20th. So we also have a new moon in Pisces on the 18th. So let me see the star energy, and you do have Pisces there. Not seeing Aries yet. Okay, the Queen of Cups. The Three of Cups. Oh boy, this could be like an in-law visiting. I'm seeing like how you're seeing this happen. The person is going to vary. Who that is going to vary. Okay, Three of Cups and the King of Pentacles. I think that you're gonna recognize when this it feels like the key component to healing this is recognizing when this began or when somebody kinda turned into this pessimistic, critical, judgmental energy. There's like an event that I feel like happened, and it could have been with, their spouse, um, or, maybe your parent if this is a parent, this could be like the other parent. There's something like this. There may be, like, somebody coming to visit or people coming to visit. This may be where this is really realized, where this is really seen. Maybe somebody sees, like, "Oh my gosh, I married somebody just like this parent of mine." Okay? I feel like this is more like realization. I feel like, a lot of this is, again, maybe somebody's kind of triggering you. Um, Maybe you've walked on eggshells for a while and there's no more walking on eggshells at this point. I just see a shift with what's been going on here. And it may be like maybe this coming weekend you have some people visiting or something like that. Okay. All right, my loves. I will see you next week. I hope this was helpful. Let me know what's going on. Okay. Until next time. Hello, Aquarius. Welcome into your weekly reading for March the 15th through the 21st. I hope all is well with each and every one of you. Let's dive into your message here and see what's going on for Aquarius and those watching for their 11th house. Show me the overall energy, please. Man, some of y'all been getting 2 cards in the overall. So Ace of Cups, 4 of Cups. All right. Show me the challenge, please. The Sun. Show me where the focus needs to be. Okay. The Ace of Swords. And what is the energy that's coming into the week here for Aquarius? All right, we have strength. You got a lot of Leo energy showing up here. Something might be significant about Leo season. Okay, can you show me this Ace of Cups and 4 of Cups and the overall energy, please? All right, we have the Hanged Man. Wow. We have Death. We have the Page of Swords. Something in your life, Aquarius, has not, I feel like something in your life hasn't quite been fulfilling, or it's felt detached or like hollow. I don't know how to explain what I'm feeling here. And I feel like there's potential to change that this week. Tell me about this Page of Swords. King of Pentacles. There might be some kind of discussion that's taking place. I'm seeing Scorpio and Taurus here, as well as Pisces, Leo. Let me see about the Sun. Let me just see what the challenge is. I don't know if somebody's... Yeah, there might be some details that are needed, some facts that are needed. We have the Hierophant. We have the Nine of Cups. It feels like maybe discussion about committing yourself to something or maybe having something to do with contracts. I feel like there's a discussion that's like important. It might be one that you want to avoid too. Okay, I'll just give you that. But it seems like there might be discussion or conversation, communication, like a pause before we act kind of thing. And this is why, or like maybe there's some, I don't know, maybe this is like, okay, documentation that you didn't expect or you weren't prepared for, or I just feel like there's something that you'd rather like avoid. I don't know. Or you didn't expect it. has something to do with like filling in this hollow space in your life. I'm just not sure in what area of your life we're looking at here. Okay. So you take it as it resonates for you. For some of you, it could be relationship, but with the Taurus energy showing up, this could also be something about your foundations. Okay. Let's see this Ace of Swords. Show me the Ace of Swords, please. All right. The Queen of Cups. Five of Pentacles. And the Eight of Wands. There's something about like going forward, this needs to be how things are, or if you want this, this is what needs to happen. This is something like this I'm getting. Show me this Queen of Cups. Seven of Pentacles. And the Magician. This could be like your willingness to invest in something, your willingness to cultivate something. You might be expecting something to go a certain way this week, but there could also be some kind of delay to that. Okay, so I don't want you to be disappointed if that happens, the delay. There's the Lovers. Okay. It's almost like you're going to start envisioning something. Okay. I don't know. I can't get specific because it's a general reading and I'm not getting necessarily specifics. I'm just seeing an energy of needing to know what you're going to commit to. There needs to be something here that is addressed or that we are aware of, that we're consciously working toward. It feels like something about a commitment, or like before you sign this contract, this is what needs to happen, this kind of thing. It also feels like maybe there's something that comes up, a question, a conversation that like, I feel like something you'd rather avoid. And I feel like there's a reason it's coming up. I think it's important to address. I want to say that. It's important to address it and to not like crawl under a rock and pull it, the sheets over your head. Okay. Show me strength here. Stick your head in the sand or avoid it. I feel like you want to avoid avoiding it. All right. So, and I don't think you can. I just feel like it. I'm getting this feeling of how like you like hunch over, or like, I don't know, you want to avoid something, avoid a conversation, avoid answering a question, avoid something here. And I want to tell you not to do that. I don't think you have an option. I think it's going to be something you can't avoid anyway. I'm feeling there's something with the solar plexus, because I'm feeling that in my solar plexus pretty strongly. And that I'm seeing a lot of yellow here too. So this could be about like your confidence in addressing something, or how you actually feel about something, how something makes you feel. Something about your confidence or your self-esteem is impacted with this. Hi, Teak. Teak, the Capricorn Aquarius cusper. Hi, Boba. You are so big. Okay, so the Two of Cups here. The Four of Swords. Teak's snuggling on him. He's got his head under my arm here. This arm. And the Knight of Wands. I feel like, yeah, something needs to be more stable, or something needs to be healed. Something needs to be addressed before we can act, before we can make some kind of agreement, before we're all on the same page. So there might be a waiting period before being able to act on something. Okay. That's what I'm seeing, Aquarius. I will see you guys next week. I hope this was helpful. I'm sending you a lot of love. Take care.